Hello. Could you just say something to consciousness, what it means to being aware of awareness?
Yeah, awareness and consciousness is the way in which me of course is its sense of self. To be aware is a function, for awareness to function it has to have something to be aware of. So the way that awareness functions is for it to arise in the sense of self, which then thinks it's aware of sitting on a seat, or whatever you like. I know I'm sitting on a seat, which confirms I know I am a person sitting on a seat. I'm conscious of sitting on a seat. I'm conscious of the sky. This individual, is conscious of something else called the sky. That's how it remains separate.
And then the idea of consciousness, can you just say something to the idea that there is just consciousness?
No, well that's a very lovely idea, but it can't be possible because consciousness is another word for knowing. So how can there just be knowing if there's nothing that's known? For knowing to function, it has to know something. It has to have something else it can know. So consciousness is a form of knowing and arises in the illusion of separation only. When that illusion collapses, what collapses with it is anything that knows. And what's left is unknown. In recent teachings, self-inquiry, consciousness has become another word for God, really. It's like an idea that all there is consciousness, all there is God, all there is knowing. But there isn't anything that knows except in the dream. I know I am an individual. I know separation. I know the floor. I know the world. I know my wife. I know everything. So everything becomes predictable and covered with dust. When that collapses, and that whole idea of knowing everything, or a lot of things collapses, everything is new. I shall make everything new. It's the wonder of the floor, the sky. There isn't anything that knows it. And then it's new, which it naturally isn't.
So it's just always very direct and
It's absolutely direct.
There's nothing in between.
There's nothing in between. And there's no knower in between, no consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
There's just sky. There's just sky. Sky. There's nothing that knows this sky.
There's just still something, a question. If this is all, let's say it's all clear. Let's presume it's all clear. So
let's presume
this is all clear. It's like what you say. It's just a blue sky.
Yeah.
Then it's just. What about using the mind at its optimum?
Oh, the mind would do. The brain still functions. This brain still functions most of the time. It still functions and eats dinner or drives a car, but there isn't anybody in the way. Driving a car happens, but there isn't a me that thinks it's driving the car or knows it's driving the car. It's just driving a car.
Yeah, there's just driving a car, and what about using the mind at its optimum?
Oh yeah, that can happen. Using the mind, or
it's all
the
good.
mind, I'm not sure, analysing or understanding about something, how to make a risotto, still goes on happening.
Okay.
And now, of course, it happens without anything in the way. There's nothing in the way.
It's
so
also,
making risotto is just...
but it's also nothing wrong just using the mind at its cooking a risotto or planning to go to the States.
But nobody does it.
Yeah, it's just happening. Okay.